Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was Vegeta's Reincarnation, and yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie, and shout out to my boy Anime Master for suggesting me this idea. And before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, 5 years after the QB attack, as we go towards the Forest of Death, where we see a 5-year-old kid just waiting patiently, standing in the middle of the forest with closed eyes, as if he was waiting for something, as he heard rustling in multiple of the bushes, as out came many of the dangerous beasts, as well as insects that resided inside that said forest. Huge centipedes, snakes, and all of those stuff. As the kid didn't move or budge. As the beasts attacked, the kid dodged everything before landing on his feet and then tapping on the ground and levitating all together into the air. Before he then said, You think you can defeat me with such petty attacks? Naruto said, as the kid was now revealed to be none other than Naruto Uzumaki, the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Yoko, and reincarnation of the Prince of Saiyans. Well, let me show you the true power of the Prince of Saiyans, Naruto said as a huge blast was fired, which could be seen even throughout from the village. As after that, we see that there was nothing left as the huge amount of forest was already destroyed. As we see Naruto's face, who was smirking at his handiwork. It seems I still have to learn to control my power. Who knew I would end up here? Well, regardless, I'm gonna make my time worthwhile and not give up on training. As he then sensed some miniature signatures approaching him. It seems they caught on. I have to get out of here. And with a blinding speed, Naruto disappeared. As the Anbus as well as everyone surrounded their place, as well as their Kage, Hiruzen and Sarutobi, as they all looked shocked. Oh my god. What happened? We don't know, Kage-sama, but I sense some huge amount of powerful being leaving this place. Who could that be? Whoever that is, Okage-sama, is dangerous, said Dragon Anbush Shinobi, as he pointed towards the mass amount of destruction causing everyone's eyes to go wide. We can almost see the gates from here. The forest. It has been destroyed. But by what? More like by whom, Kage-sama? That is the question that I'm afraid to ask. Let's go back and inform Minato of this. Hi. As now we go towards the Hokage office, where we see that Minato Namikaze Uzumaki was seated, as all of them arrived there. More like Hiruzen and Dragon. Hiruzen-sama, did you get to know what was the cause of that huge explosion? Whatever it was, Minato, it was something beyond us. Much more stronger than that. Of a shinobi. But it was a human, said Dragon. Such a destruction caused by human that could be seen even by us. Half of the forest is destroyed, Minato. Can you believe that it really was a human? And there were multiple corpses that laid there, but almost disintegrated. That is correct, said Hiruzen as Minato then said, if such a being exists, he could be a danger to all of us. But we do not know of his intentions or where it resides even. What are we gonna do? What we always do. Wait and only wait until the being appears again. And only then we can ask the questions. Until then, I have to focus on Man Mito, as I told you before. Are you sure? But what about Naruto? Naruto has a gleam in his eyes which I only see in genius of kids, like you, and like Orochimaru and the others. I have seen that gleam. Don't make him go and turn to the dark side, Minato. I won't. Besides, Naruto's chakra coils, they were destroyed, remember? Cannot use chakra. Chakra or no chakra, humans can be dangerous and tend to be quite surprising. Always expect the unexpected, Minato. It was the most basic and common lesson that we all shinobis, grown by experience and age, tend to forget. I will remember that, Hiruzen-sama. Good. I will take care of this scene. Now you may leave. As after that, Hiruzen watched as Minato disappeared in a yellow flash and appeared back home, only to see that Naruto was getting scolded by his mother. I'm home. Oh, hey Toho-chan, you're back, said Menma with a smile. What's going on? Minato asked. Well, Naruto was late out again and... Well, Kachan is angry at him. God knows where he leaves at. As Naruto then said, I was just here, mother, playing with my friends. And that is why I'm mad at you, Naruto. You should be at home. You know I have given you a time limit of staying outside. Jeez, can I go now? As Minato was quite shocked by Naruto's behavior. Naruto acted like he didn't care at all. And he now too could see the gleam in Naruto's eyes that Hiruzen has mentioned. And it has some extent of rage in them, as Mito made fun of Naruto, as Naruto looked at her with disgust. Pathetic. Say whatever you want. I will not be budged by the likes of you. If that is all, I will be in my room. What about your dinner? Don't you want to eat that? No, I'm not hungry. I'm actually quite full after some talking. And do not wish to eat. As Naruto went to his room, without greeting anyone. As Kushina then grumbled, seriously, that boy, what is his company even? As after that, Minato then said, seated down on the dinner table, as the rest of his family did except for Naruto. Maybe you should go easy on him, Kushina. You know, Naruto is a kid who has suffered the most and is a little bit different than most of the kids. And that is why I'm afraid. What if he gets hurt? What if he encounters some of our enemies who traced down that he is our kid and hurt him? And you think leaving him here will save him from that? Precisely. I am gonna leave him with Mito and her twins. What do you mean, twins? Don't tell me you already forgot. Didn't Fugaku mention? He only mentioned his son. Well, he also had a daughter named Satsuki alongside Sasuke-kun. I have met them both. They're both adorable kids and similar to Naruto's age and Menma and Mito's. Yeah, I guess. Leaving them to take care of Naruto, wouldn't they mind at all? Or more like Uchiha clan? No, they wouldn't. At the very least, I hope so. As after that, it was decided that Naruto will be left with them as they go on their training trip. As the next morning came, as they packed each and every bit of their stuff, as Naruto arrived downstairs. Where are you all leaving? As Naruto didn't include him, Minato noticed that even at the time. We're going on a training trip, Naruto. I see. Let me go back my stuff. You don't have to, Naruto. Said, Menma. What do you mean, Nisan? Naruto said with raised eyebrow. We're not taking you. Huh. And why? Well, it is a dangerous trip, Naruto, said Kushina, and it will be proper that you reside here with the village, and we'll leave you here. I see. So that's how it is. Finally gave up on me because I cannot use your so-called chakra. Naruto said with a little bit of rage. As Kushina then said, it is for your own good, Naruto. Like you would know any better, woman. I'll go pack my stuff and be out of here. No, Naruto. We're not abandoning you or anything. Oh, shut up, Minato. This is what you are really doing. Even if you are misplacing it and leaving me in someone of your friends' care. And to be honest, I don't give a shit what you do outside. I better hope you all die out there. If you don't, because I'm gonna kill you once you come back. Naruto said as they all were shocked that Naruto said these words. As he went back to his room, as Kushina was on the verge of bursting out with tears, as Minato was quite enraged by the way his son has acted up. Such coldness? As he went towards his son's room, while Kushina was being consoled by her two children. Naruto, open this door this instant. As Naruto opened the door, what is it? As he was slapped on the face. Is this a way to talk to your parents, who have given birth to you and raised you? I didn't ask for any of that. You didn't hear me complaining when I was born, or I didn't see you complain. Naruto, why are you being so difficult? This is already hard for us to leave. Listen, son, we're not hating you or anything. We're just leaving you because of your condition. We don't want you to be caught in crossfire. Because we know that if a horde of shinobis attack, we'll be busy trying to fight them off to protect you. And if someone, God forbid, if someone is able to reach you, what are you gonna do then, son? Yeah, you should have trained me then. Naruto, the training wouldn't have done you any better. They could have killed you in an instant. Now do they? Tell you what. Fine. How much longer are you gonna go on this training trip of yours? We do not know, but hopefully it will be ended within 8 years or so, or 5 years. Once you return, I'll show you what I'm talking about and how strong I am. That's the spirit, my son. I'm not your son, said Naruto, looking at him with narrowed eyes. You're no one's father. You're not mine, at least. Where am I gonna go? Give me the location, I'll go myself. As after that, Minato then told Naruto with wide eyes where he had to go. As now he stood on the other side of the street as his family did not either. We'll be back, Naruto, said Menma. Yeah, whatever. I'm done. As Naruto said and left with these words. Pathetic family. I'll show them the power of the true prince and make them regret. As after that, we see that Naruto finally tracked down the location all the way up to the Uchiha clan compound. Uchihas. Them? Of all people, them? It could have been Hyugas or anyone out there. But them? They seriously just wanted to get rid of me. Well, fine. I'll take you up on the challenge, Minato and Kushina. Once your children return, I'll beat them to the pummel of the crown until they can growl, literally, in pain, and nothing more. And then I'll show you what the prince can do. As now we see that Naruto set his foot inside the Uchiha clan headquarters, as the guards were surrounding that place, because it was also the headquarters of the Uchiha police force. Halt! What is your business here? I'm here because I wanted to meet the main family here. These documents approve of my meeting. As after checking, one of the Uchihas was sent with Naruto to guide him to the main clan house. As after arriving there, Naruto was greeted by Fugaku. So you're finally here, kid. Yes, I am. I'll be out of here, just say the words. I don't want to be a burden on anyone. I want to show them that how much of a mistake they're making. So I'll be out of your thin hair if you say it once. I like you, kid. You can come inside. Ah, great. Naruto thought in his mind. He was trying to act up rude so that he can leave this place, but it acted the other way around. As after setting his foot inside, Naruto was greeted by Makoto Uchiha as well as her 3 children. Itachi, the oldest one, who was in Anbu, Naruto was impressed by him, and as well as Sasuke and Satsuki. Satsuki, who looked always quite edgy, and Sasuke, who looked like a happy-go-lucky child. Who is this, Kachan? This is Naruto. Just Naruto. Naruto is fine. I see. Naruto is here because he will stay with us for the upcoming some years. And after that, when the time comes, he will depart. Yes, I will. As after that, Naruto was welcomed and quite shocked by the welcomingness of the family, regardless of them being the most stoic as well as the closed out clan from the rest. And Naruto spent his years there while training as well. It was 3 years later, spending his time with them and not missing his family once bit. Even though he received letter and never replied back, he just burned them. Naruto was getting progressively more stronger, and today was the day where he was gonna take his strength to the next level. As he went towards the force of death again. Okay, promise Satsuki and Sasuke, you will tell this to no one. What happened was really that a few months back when Naruto was training on his own, they were the ones who found out that Naruto could do all of that stuff at blinding speeds. That they were shocked and wanted to tell to their Kachan and Tochan, but were stopped by Naruto because he did not want anyone to know about his secret until he was ready to reveal it. We promise, as we see them here now, as Naruto then went into a state, as he slowly began to rise his power level, as the air around him started to burst out, as energy was forming, until a golden aura bursted out. As he didn't stop there, as began to growl. Come on. As he was trying to enter the stage, Super Saiyan 2 state. As after a sudden push and a burst of scream, Naruto was able to enter it. As his hair was now all standing up, as his eyes were teal green, as he was emitting a huge amount of power. Finally, I'm not gonna stay behind in this world as well, Kakarot. I'm gonna catch up to you, you prick. Super Saiyan 3, huh? I'm gonna go even further. Both of the siblings were shocked. That is so cool, Naruto, said Satsuki as she hugged Naruto. Get away from me, you woman! Naruto said as he was hiding his blush. Even though he must admit, Satsuki being edgy, but she was quite a skilled shinobi. And within these 3 years, she was even able to beat Naruto once, regardless of him trying to hold back a bit of his power. But still, and this has impressed his Saiyan instinct of having strong women that could control and bound them. So that is the only reason that Naruto was attracted towards her. Ah, aren't you the cutest? As Sasuke chuckled. As that was going on until Naruto sensed something. Something is not right. Both of you. Follow me back slowly towards the clan house. I'm going there. But what? Why? What is going on, Naruto? I have to. Come on. As Naruto disappeared at blinding speed. As they too followed him. As they were dashing outside the forest of death, we see that Naruto arrived back at the clan. As he landed there. As he saw the dead bodies lie everywhere. Oh no. As his eyes narrowed as he dashed towards the main clan house compound, only to see that Fugaku was being stabbed and the sword was being extracted from him and was about to stab Mikoto until Naruto arrived there at blinding speed and kicked the one who was trying to kill all of them and sending them flying outside the house as Naruto landed there. As Mikoto was shocked looking at him like this. Naruto, what happened to you? No time to explain now. Leave, right now, Mikoto-san. I will take care of this. No, let it be, Naruto. What do you mean? As that is when Satsuki and Satsuki arrived. Kachan? What is going on? Why are the... Tojan! They all said as, finally, the one who have attacked them came there, hugging his ribs with one arm and holding his katana into the other. As Naruto looked at him, flaring his power. Who are you? I'm sorry, Naruto. Itachi? But why? Why? It had to be done. It was needed to be done. You killed our Tojan? Said Satsuki. Why? You will not understand. Since you all are here and I cannot defeat you, Naruto, surprisingly, I'll be leaving. Remember this, Itachi. I'm gonna find you. Whether you give me your answers or not, I will break every bone in your body and drag your ass here. And make you talk. And I'll be waiting for that day. As after that, Itachi disappeared in the murder of crows, a clone. As Sasuke and Sasuke's wailing sound was then heard as Naruto turned to see that Fugaku was laying on the ground. And, dead, they were hugging his body and crying, as Mikoto just stood there. What happened? Naruto said, as his power level returned back to normal, as his steel eyes turned blue. Turns out my husband and the others were planning a coup. After Minato left, the council has been pushing the blame of the QB attack on us, and they want to revolt against that, causing a civil war amongst the village. Hi. And Itachi said that he was given an option. Either save his siblings or we all will be killed by an assassin. By whom? I cannot tell you that. Tell me, Ubasan, by whom? Danzo, Shimura. You all remain here. I gotta take care of something. Don't leave your mother's sight. We won't. As Naruto then disappeared, flying in the sky with blinding speeds. How can he? Naruto has amazing powers, Kachan. You'll be surprised and amazed as Naruto landed in the council, bursting into his Super Saiyan 2 state as everyone looked at him shocked. Tell me, who is Danzo Shimura? Hiruzen Sarutobi. Naruto, is this a... Who are you, kid? As Naruto ki blasted him. turning him into a smear. I am running out of patience, and my anger is about to boil to the maximum limit. Now tell me who or which one of you is Danzo Shimura? I am. As Naruto grabbed him by the neck and flew into the air, as everyone was amazed and shocked at what was going on. And that is when the dots were connected. So it was Naruto. Damn it, Minato. You idiot. As Naruto then lifted it up. You have made the biggest mistake of your life, Danzo Shimura. And boy, what do you think that you will not regret this? This, as Naruto even flew higher into the air. As Danzo was shocked to see that they were almost out of the Earth's atmosphere and he was having difficulty breathing until Naruto brought him out into the space. As he was still flying, what is it, Danzo Shimura? Having a hard time breathing? What is going on? Use your chakra. How long are you gonna use your chakra? Huh? It will run out. Either you die of chakra exhaustion or by the lack of breath. Either way, you die. But that is not how I'm not gonna kill you. As Naruto then threw him with all force towards the sun. As Danzo was getting near it at blinding speed, he began to turn into ash, and nothing of him remained there. As Naruto then last landed into his village again, into the council room, as the whole council was shocked and gathered there. As Naruto arrived there with the skull of Danzo Shimura, which was sunburned, as Naruto dropped it down, as it began to even melt the ground because of the heat that it was emitting. Next time, any one of you messed with my family, same fate awaits for them. I will not just throw them at the sun, I will literally put them there until they burn in front of my eyes. As this caused them all to gulp down, as he began to leave until he heard a sound from Hiruzen. Naruto? What is it, Hiruzen Sarutobi? What happened? This bastard just single-handedly wiped out the Uchiha clan. I was lucky that I was only able to sense that something was wrong and get in time to only save one important person there. Mikoto Basan. The rest of the clan is dead. The kids, everyone. If this is how you tried to prevent a civil war in this village, then I doubt that any of the other clans would like to remain here as well. You have to change your ways here, Hiruzen Sarutobi. Otherwise, your village will be nothing more than a smear of history. Now, kid, how can you know that? Do you think that I am born again? I'm born for the first time into this world. Regardless of being in this world, but I was born once again. In my old life, I have seen many deaths and destruction of planets like this, civilizations, that I cannot tell you about, as this caused everyone to go wide-eyed and even shock. So you mean your powers? They are connected because I was born with them. That is the reason I cannot use chakra, because I can use a much pure form of its source, ki, which even exists in the whole galaxy out there. As this caused them to go in shock. And my power is not bound to only the extent of the ki or chakra. I can increase and decrease it as much as I want, making me boundless. And you are not to tell this information to Minato and Kushina. I want to see their shocked faces when they get back. I still have a bet to win against them. But Naruto, why are you telling us this? I'm telling you... No, I'm not telling you this. I'm warning you that I can destroy all of you if you mess with the people I like. Do not mess with them. Do not try to trample them. The next thing you know, you're nothing more than a skeleton that is being crushed, Naruto said, stomping Danzo's skeletal forehead. Naruto, after doing so, turned away and walked away from them, as they were left to their own devices and shocked at what has transpired in front of them. As Shikaku Nara then said, addressing everyone's thought, what are we gonna do, Hokage-sama? I think that this and that explosion in the Forest of Death a few years back was him. I know as well now. So what are we gonna do? Said Shikaku. Because this will be a drag if we tell and didn't do as he says, because he's the one who holds most power right here, right now. I mean, can you believe it? A kid who is only 9 years old have more power than most of the prominent clans in the shinobi world, as well as the Kages. Minato and Kushina have messed up here, said Hiyashi Yuga. And as the kid said, his eyes are set on trampling them and their egos, meaning he has a bigger ego than them. And for a good reason, said Inuichi, because he has the power to back it up. This is just getting way too much depressing. I would like to eat some food. Joza, you and your food. What are we gonna do now, Okage-sama? Said Shikaku as he addressed his thoughts. The thoughts of everyone. Nothing. We can't do anything. He just literally killed an elder and a civilian council member. We cannot let this go easy. Or do you want him to turn all of the village, into history books? No. We don't want that. Those two have a huge amount on them and had done everything they wished for quite a long while now. It was time that someone put an end to their misery because of this. And Naruto has just done that. We're gonna wait and see how these things unfold. And if hopefully we are able to get in his good graces by this, then he'll be able to listen to us and be reasonable if push comes to shove. I see. Where are we coming from, Okage-sama? We all agree with this. As everyone agreed with Shikaku because they trusted him deeply with all this stuff. As now we go towards Naruto, who has arrived back all the way to the clan head compound where he saw that Mikoto and both of the siblings were standing out and crying as the house was burning. What happened? I have burned down the house, Naruto, after gathering every bit of the people that I could find. I see. It's like a proper burial ground for them. I am so sorry that this happened. I have made sure that this doesn't happen again. As Sasuke then said, it wasn't your revenge to take, Naruto. Or wasn't it now? It was mine, Sasuke. What would have you done? As Sasuke remained quiet, I would have trained. Trained in what? Waited them to gain more power and influence? No. I don't wait, you see. I don't let my enemies take another chance or try to take a hit at me again. I will trample them then and there. Can you do that? No. So wait patiently, because I am gonna get Itachi back, and once I do, I'm gonna break every bone in his body, and so can you. Because he followed this bullshit of a plan and didn't consult with us for one bit. As after that, the Uchiha clan had moved out and was now in the center heart of the village, as the old clan compound brought back some bad memories. As for Naruto, he still remained there with them, and time went by, and the academy classes has continued as usual, until Naruto and the kids reached at the age of 13, the day they would be graduated. It was their getting exams, and Naruto was waiting patiently, because he knew that his so-called parents will be back now, by the time. As on his left side was Sasuke Uchiha, and on the right was Satsuki Uchiha. The three were called the trio of coldness, because they would rarely talk to anyone, and were quite close with one another, and could rarely be seen smiling or smirking any longer. As Naruto was waiting like any other day patiently for the test to begin, as he saw the door opened, and two figures walk in. Both had blonde hair with red streaks in them, and violet eyes. It was his brother, Menma and Mito. As they looked at Naruto, who only looked at them and ignored them altogether, which caused them to flinch and hurt their egos a bit, which have been quite inflated because of the time they have spent in the training trip. You know, Naruto, it is not nice to meet your big brother and sibling who are heroes returning after war. War of what? Changing diapers or something? There has been no war. Has there been, Sasuke? Not that I'm aware of, nope. So what kind of war are you from? As they all greeted their teeth, Naruto, this is not a way to treat your big siblings. I don't have any siblings. I only have my friends, with whom I live. As with those words, they were quite shocked and hurted as they went towards their own place. As after that, the getting test began. As Naruto and Satsuki were able to ace it. As much to the shock of Menma and Mito, they were 4th and 5th. Second was Naruto, first was Satsuki, third was Sasuke. As Naruto smirked. Ooh, wow. What a rank you got there. I'm shaking in my boots. Can you see that, Sasuke? Sasuke began to chuckle. As after that, Menma had enough. That's it, Naruto. You, me, now. Adieu. Are you sure you can handle that? I might just cripple you, you know. I have a lot of anger boiling up inside of me for quite a while now. Can you take it all? As something told Manma that he should also bring Mito into this. Fine, I'll bring Mito as well. Good. Two birds, one stone. Let's go. You're on. As after that, after the whole getting test was done, we see that in the backyard, a duel was going on, as everyone was gathered there. It was within the rules of the school that those Genins who have graduated, if they want to challenge each other for a duel, they can. As Yuka then said, no killing is allowed. You can, aside from that, knock the opponent out, break a few bones, but that is it. Loser will give up his headband as well, and spend one more year into the academy. Ready to spend one more year in the academy, Naruto, and to learn some manners? Hardly. Come at me. I will use only one of my hands. As after that, we see both Manma and Mito dash blindingly at Naruto, using their full speed, as Minato and Kushina, as well as the other parents who were watching this, were shocked, as they were quite moving fast. But to their surprise, when they brought out their fists at blinding speeds, it took only Naruto his 2 fingers to stop their fist as he yawned. That's it. As Naruto flicked them with 2 fingers, sending them flying back, as Naruto disappeared and appeared in front of them, before punching them in the guts and knocking them out. There. Dead. I'm gone. Within 3 attacks alone, Naruto was able to defeat them, as Naruto was walking away, before Minato said, "Wait, Naruto. How is this possible? How can you do that?" "That is possible because I made it possible. And I made it possible because I had believed in myself, unlike some people who couldn't." As Naruto then turned and began to walk away. "You haven't answered my question, Naruto. And I am not bound to. As your Kage, I demand. I would give a less of a 2 shits if you are a Kage of this village or not. I said it's a clan secret, and it will not be revealed. And I am a part of that clan." "No, you're not. I made a new clan. And you're not a part of it. Any one of you. And I, as of this day, throw away the very names that you carry with pride, Uzumaki and Namikaze. You are all disowned by me. You don't get to disown me. I am the one who get to disown you." Naruto said with a smirk before he began to walk away. Minato felt insulted, and heartbroken, and angry as well, and so did Kushina. "How can you just say that? You are a kin deserter, Naruto." "I am a kin deserter? Don't make me laugh, Kushina. All of these people are here, and they have witnessed. Your own friends have witnessed what you have done. And you still call me the kin deserter. 9 years. 9 years. You left me here, saying that they were going on a training trip. And within 3 attacks alone, they're down on the ground. And there are many more stronger fishes in the pond than me. Very well training them. And aside from that, I have powers. You can hear about that from your friends, and that is the reason why Danzo is missing." Naruto said with a smirk as he began to move away, as they looked towards their friends. As Shikaku then said, "Wow, this is gonna be a drag." "Well, I'm gonna be the one to tell you all." As Manma and Mita woke up, as they were bandaged up, and they began to listen to the story of what Naruto has done and caused, and how he had huge amount of power. And after listening to all of that explanation, Minato and Kushina were shocked. So Naruto was the one that was the cause of that? Yes, Minato. He was the one that was cause of all this. And he has been hiding it. You see, Naruto has a soul that is a reincarnated one. I know it is a odd theory, but he has memories of his past life as well. And it seems the powers as well. And he was a powerful warrior back in the time. If that is true, then yes, Naruto is bound to be the child of prophecy, said a voice as it was none other than Jiraiya of the legendary Sanin, who has arrived there and was listening to this. "And I witnessed the kid. The kid barely even moved or used his strength, as if he was playing with them." As both Manma and Mito flinched and looked down, clenching their fist. They did not like it one bit. They have trained their hardest and asses off so that they could make up to Naruto and make him see that he was the one with the error in the ways, and they were just trying to protect him. But in the end, it was proven to them that Naruto needed anything from them. He was way beyond stronger than them or any other Kage, as a matter of fact, as Hiruzen has informed him. And throwing Danzo towards the sun, melting him to shreds, and crushing his skeleton in front of them, which was later identified as his, they were shocked. Naruto already has gotten his first kill, and from the looks of it, he wasn't even fazed by it, which scared them, because there was a way to turn the child of prophecy towards the child of destruction. But both ways the peace will prevail, for the destruction path was quite bloody and messy, and Naruto has already begun walking on it. As now we go towards Naruto, as we see that Naruto and Satsuki and Sasuke were celebrating, as was eating some ramen, until Kushina arrived there. Naruto? Oh great, what do you want? I wanted to. Enough, I don't want to do anything with you, with all due respect. I don't have anything against you. You made your own decision. As there is saying, right? You made your bed, now it's time to lay in it. You dig your own grave, and I'm not gonna lay in it for you. Or I'm not gonna fall for your manipulation anymore. I'm not trying to manipulate you, son. I'm not your son. You never thought of me as such. You only thought of me as a burden, and how to keep me hidden. Your biggest insult. Well, turns out that I'm not, and you are the cause of insult to me. And I have gotten the best revenge, humiliated you into the eyes of the very people who you tried to protect your honor with. And now that it is done, I don't want anything to do with you. My revenge is complete. I don't want anything to mess with my life as it is going on. I am happy. You get it? Happy. Which I wasn't with you. So regardless of your intentions or your thinking, I could give it two less of a shits. Leave me alone and let me be my own person, as you have made for the day I have been born. As after that, Naruto began to leave as Kushina was left there in her own tears. What Naruto had said was true. Even if she tried to cover it up with all those words of kindness, lace it with the kindness of the bottom of her heart, it was true. She was just trying to hide and cover up Naruto because she didn't want anyone to see that she had a powerless child, because they were frowned upon in the clan, even in the Uzumakis, but they didn't try to show it. But she couldn't hide it that well, and Naruto was aware of it from the looks of it, and he wasn't happy about it at all. As Naruto began to leave, and for what's it worth, you never considered me your son, and I never considered you my mother. So why the all of a sudden attachment now? Because I have gained powers? I always had those powers. It is as a saying in the shinobi world, I might say again. Always expect the unexpected. Now, enough about this. I'll be leaving now, Kushina. As after that, Naruto began to leave, as it began to rain as well as Kushina's tears hid as the raindrops fell. She knew that day that she has lost her son, the son that she was so desperate trying to hide and trying to avoid, because she might face some sort of fun as well as some sort of loss of respect because of. And now that son has just outright disrespected them by throwing them out, like they were trying to do so. As she knew that in the end it was her and her family's fault. As she finally returned back to her family's house, where she saw that her husband and siblings were waiting, and talking that how Naruto could be the child of prophecy. Enough about this bullshit already, she said with rage. Mother, you're all bad. You should go and change the clothes. Said, shut up, Enma. Listen to me, Jiraiya. It was you who caused all of this. It was you who told us that we should leave Naruto here and train, and I am sorry for that. I was only suggesting that because I was trying my best to keep him safe, not to just throw him out. I didn't told you to just leave him out of everything that your family does. What do you mean? As Minato looked down, now that I think about it, we rarely ever included Naruto. Well, that is bound to happen when you tend to neglect one, isn't it? It's called simple as that, Kushina. You have neglected one, and you had the gall to call him kin deserter. I heard what have happened. He wasn't the one who was a kin deserter. You all were. Said Jiraiya as thunder boomed, as they all looked down. We were just trying to. No matter what you do, try to cover it up. Lace it with the goodness of your heart and kindness of your will. It will, in the end, be the same. In the end, you neglected him. In the end, you left him here. And that is the fact, and simple as that answer. And Naruto now doesn't need any one of you because he has found power, which you all craved for so long. This is what happens when you give power to one person that has been hasn't been given anything. He doesn't need anyone. He doesn't need the attention of everyone. He stopped craving that for a long time when you didn't give him a chance, Kushina, or you as well, Minato. Now, as I say, it is only in your fact that you train them and make them the best of the shinobi and kunoichi as they can. As for Naruto, well, the destruction has begun, and it is from within the Konoha, and it will spread out and burn the whole elemental nations. And in the end, hopefully there will be peace. And I hope for that. But the destruction, the death that he will cause, it was bound to happen, Minato. I told you to be very, very, very careful with this prophecy, because you were hell-bent on knowing this. And even used your own Kage's position to know this. Because I knew that you were gonna be dumb in this, that is why I wasn't telling you. Because parents tend to make this mistake, and now you are regretting it. I know you are. But regardless, as your sensei, I still feel bad for you, for what has happened. And for what's it worth, I am sorry for telling you this in the first place. I am somewhat also responsible for all this chaos and havoc that has been caused. As after that we see that time after that passed, as the C rank missions began. Naruto, since he was strong, his team was given the C rank missions, as the first one was Tazuna and the bridge builder one. Naruto and his team went to the land of waves to make sure that he returned back to his village, and Naruto just ki blasted the demon brothers and Zabuza Momochi as well. As Haku, who also appeared, had lost an arm because Naruto was that brutal. But both of them were able to escape with huge amount of severe wounds and burn marks. And after some time of peacefulness, Gato himself appeared, who was literally alongside a huge chunk of the island destroyed, and his goon army, until there was nothing more than a smear of his body left. And Naruto, after that, was about to leave until he heard that they should name this bridge the Naruto Bridge, and he said no. Name this the Prince Vegeta Bridge. Naruto was happy that he was able to pay a tribute to that old baboon-ass hair-ass old self of his. He was happy with his new hair, and that didn't stop Naruto from training. He was able to reach the Super Saiyan 3 state, which he wasn't able to achieve in his previous life, and was able to set a new bar in strength. He would dare say, he was able to match Madara with his full powers in Susanoo now, since he was able to hear the story from Mikoto Bazan herself, and she too self-claimed that Naruto has been able to grasp that much of strength. And as for the Uchiha siblings, they were training with him, and Naruto was surprised that he could pass on the ways of Chi, and not only that, teach them the martial arts of his old life. And Naruto, since used that, he was teaching the both of them those as well, and they were able to tap into Ki and was able to fly as well. And so did Mikoto, because Naruto didn't want her to be the next victim like the Uchiha clan, because there are some people who will try to hurt them. And after that, Naruto and his teammates were able to do what Naruto could do normally. As after that we see the Chunin exams were nearing it, and Naruto and his team entered as well. And after entering, the first and second part of exam went as in canon. Orochimaru didn't approach Sasuke because Sasuke himself was able to beat the crap out of that snake Genin who was there, and with a single punch brushed the snake into nothing more than shreds and smears, which caused the snake Sanin to escape because the kid has too much strength and was quite shocked. And when Naruto arrived, he only sensed death coming from him. So he did the best decision in his life and dashed as fast as he could. And after that, we see that the second part of the exams were cleared, and Naruto and his team was the first one to appear there. And the preliminary rounds began. Naruto, with a single flick of his hand, knocked out Kiba cold. And Mito was defeated by Satsuki, and Minato witnessed that Sasuke was able to defeat Menma, and was shocked as he talked to Mikoto. Or more like Kushina did, since they were both friends. Mikoto, how is this possible? Oh, it's simple. Naruto has been teaching them the ways, and surprisingly, they are able to harness Ki as well. You meaning all of us can? Yes. But not to the extent of Naruto, because he has been from a powerful race, as he said, and has been able to continue down his power to this realm of living as well, for whatever that means. And sometimes he also mentions that he wished that how they were Dragon Balls and he could wish for them to be turned into Saiyans or something like that. Saiyans? What are those? They are the beings that Naruto said that he was from. As Naruto after that had a fight with Gaara no Sabuku. As Gaara after the match began said the same dialogue to what he said to Lee, that he will make him bleed and make his existence known. Naruto just appeared and flicked him more faster than his stand could do. And to Naruto's surprise, he was able to get up and transform into Shikaku. And the attack was about to begin until they heard Naruto power up and literally froze with such amount of power releasing. And Naruto then said, "This is for you, Kakarot. May!" As they witnessed a huge beam of light forming in Naruto's hand. Ha! As a blast was fired, we literally destroyed Chicago, and nothing of it remained, as Gaara was found on the ground, as his sand armor was nothing more than smears. As everyone was shocked, Naruto just single-handedly one-shotted the One-Tails Biju. And even to Konoha, that was a bad news, because now they had a strong loose cannon who was even able to deal with the Bijus. "What happened?" said a deep demonic voice. Naruto turned towards the source. It was his siblings who had red slit. "Ah, the Kyuubi no Yoko. For what it's worth, is only knocked out. I'm surprised that you exist within them. I thought that your soul was within me. You don't have anything. Nothing more than an apparition of mine, who only thing and job is to sleep. Ah, so I have your physical body, which is asleep. For what's it worth, that is the only reason. And I have sensed so much power coming from me that I am not able to awake, for my physical body is at least. Well, good thing that you're not. If you would have, I will have literally crushed you down." Naruto said with a smirk, "Beware of this mortal. You should not exist even in this realm, because you might be the cause of a lot of death. And I will only cause death when those people will try to hurt those who are precious to me." Naruto said, looking towards the other Kages who were there. "And if they don't stop pulling their punches back, I will. I will pull my punches back and only start shooting ki blasts until there's nothing left of their pathetic ass village and them," Naruto said before he flew into the air, as everyone was shocked. "People of Konoha and the Shinobi world, since I know that many of the spies are here," as they flinched as Naruto smirked, "warn your villages, do not mess with Naruto. And if you do, you and your whole village will be nothing more than bloody smears in a part of the Shinobi history soon. Only history." As after that, Naruto disappeared, and 1 month break was given until the finals began. And now the news was spread out in the elemental nation, so much that we go towards Amegakure, where we see that the whole Akatsuki was gathered, and they were standing over the dead body of Orochimaru, who was disguised himself as Kazekage Rasa, and they were gaining information about him because he was the one person who has gained encounter with Naruto. He is way too powerful, as Itachi has said. Naruto encountered him and caused his ribs to break, which has later caused on for him to gain inner cancer and lung cancer, and he is slowly dying. Said Itachi, "This kid is powerful and strong, and for what's it worth, he was able to even kill Tanso Shibara by throwing him into the sun. Such strength. He can be on either our side, or either we pray that he doesn't stand in our way, because both ways will be an unstoppable force or bloody smear." "I think you'll be bloody smear," said a voice, as it was Jiraiya who has arrived there. Don't you dare. I'm only here to talk. The thing is that my own people are scared of him, and I'm here to offer you up something." "What?" "I'm willing to share Inkaku and Ginkaku's information. Both of those were swallowed by Kyuubi and remained there for weeks. So much influenced by its chakra and flesh that they are a part of Nine Tails themselves, who have been stripped and sealed away into the fire temple somewhere. Only I know." "Okay, Jiraiya, you have my interest. What do you want from us?" "We want you to make him submit to us. And how is that possible? You have the Rinnegan, and it is the Dojutsu of the Sage. You might be able to come up with something. He has been a way too much of a loose cannon. And as the prophecy goes, if and only if he followed these paths, there will be a lot of blood smear and everywhere destruction. And in the end, there will be peace though, but with a lot of cost and lives. And that is something that I do not want to let happen. And you want us to believe that? I'm afraid so, because that is the only way we can stop him. At this point, he is more like of a common enemy that we are trying to hold up against. And that is the worst decision you ever made, Jiraiya. As Jiraiya flinched, how are you able to? I have been seeing that you and those pathetic parents of mine have been acting way too much odd and weird around the village, and some of the villagers as well. Don't you think I would notice? It was bound to happen, so I followed you here. So you must be a Katsuki who are after those two kids. Tell you what, I'll offer you Mito if you don't come after me. Well, that makes us more of a friend than ever, so Naruto. Do you think I will really do that? As Naruto then said, Galcon's star, as a huge blast happened, literally turning most of the people into the ashes, as Jiraiya was able to dodge that within seconds though, because he was in a sage mode. Instantly. Damn it, I could have died, brat. I told you to stay still, you moron. It's not my fault that you didn't remain there. You didn't go as planned. Oh, shut up, Jiraiya. It worked, didn't it? Most of them are dead. As Zetsu, Toby, and all of those were dead. Except for Pain and his pot. You killed everyone. Almighty push. As Jiraiya was being pushed back, but Naruto began to walk towards him with a smirk. As the Rinnegan user's eyes widened, and he only for a moment saw death. And his life began to flash in front of his eyes. See that? Your life flashing in front of your eyes. How does it feel? I told you, if you stay in my way, I will trample you. If you try to hurt those people who I adore and love, I will kill you mercilessly. As Naruto literally punched him in the chest, piercing through his chest with a single fist that was covered in blood. I know that this is not your real body. Your real self is hidden. Keep it that way. Since you're an Uzumaki, I'm letting you off the hook, Uncle. As Naruto pulled out his fist before he began to leave, as the real Pain got up, or more like Nagato, Naruto's uncle, as well as an Uzumaki, as he was panting heavily until he saw Naruto standing in front of him. I'm warning you, Uncle. Do not test my patience. How do you? Don't you think that I would have noticed? You're an Uzumaki. Plus, you have similar stench to that venge of a mother of mine. Do not talk bad of me. And you don't want me to talk bad about your Nason, but you didn't have the guts to tell this to her for many years that you were still alive? I'm not alive. Pain is. So you're just gonna be a pain in the ass and do nothing. Pathetic. And you call yourself the god. If you are a god, then thank God that I'm not your follower. As Naruto, after saying these meaningful words, left. Pathetic excuse of human trash. As now we see that Naruto arrived back where the destruction and death has been caused, to see that Jiraiya was standing there. All done? Yep, all done. Let us depart, Jiraiya. I have much more important matters to take care of, and there's only 1 week until the finals. Is this why you brought me on this mission, to make me sure that I'm not in the finals? No. Why would I do that? As this was going on, we go into the space to see that in the moon, a lot of death and chaos was happening, as minor of the Otsutsuki clans were being killed, who still resided there, as 3 figures stood there, Kishiki, Ishiki, and Momoshiki, as they were standing in front of a figure that was chained down there. Well, hello there, princess, said Kishiki with a smirk. Who knew the Princess Kage Otsutsuki will be reduced to this state, said Ishiki, as Momoshiki, her brother, then said, pathetic sister, and you were the strongest out of all of us. Silence. I have been here because I have been feeling sorrowful for the death of my sons, and it has been quite a while since they died. And the shinobi world that they worked so hard for is nothing more than filled with hatred of their own. So what are you waiting for? Why haven't you attacked or done something to them? What? What would have I done? I don't know, maybe taken your chakra back? The one they use so willingly and think that they own it? They're nothing more than mere insects that I could take at any time. I'm just remain here because I want my sons to see the mistakes they have made and correct their ways of error. But it seems that they were idiots enough to not figure that out. And as usual, a mother has to finish what she has started. As with a single flick, she broke through the seals that she was placed in. And it seems my Will Zetsu has been killed by this new player that has been going around. Who? A Saiyan, which caused them all to flinch. Don't worry, he's not able to achieve the true Saiyan form. That was Aru. We'll be able to take care of him. If that's true, then that is good. Because Saiyans do tend to get dangerous if they are Ozaru, and their favorite snacks are Otsutsuki, which I certainly don't wish to become. Don't worry, brother. This time we will end this brute once and for all. All we need is patience, and see who his weakness is, because his weakness will awaken the Ozaru's corrupted form, which is much more weakened than the true one. As unknown to them, Naruto also was aware of this, because of his past with Vegeta. And Naruto was training hard. I wonder if Otsukis are here because these humans have the same abilities. Now that I wonder, they too talked about chakra and stuff. Since Vegeta's memories were still hazy in Naruto's mind, he was beginning to awaken them soon, one by one. And these were the memories of the Otsutsuki's battle with them, and how they defeated Otsutsuki's, reducing them to only a number that could be counted on fingers, nothing more. If they exist here, there is bound to be a massacre happen soon, and I'll be the cause of it. Or either they will be. As Naruto, we see him after training hard, was standing in the backyard of a house that he has owned, and in which the Uchihas lived as well. As he was activating his power as much as he could. As on a wheelchair, a person was brought there by Sasuke. See, son? You should be grateful that he didn't break each and every bone in your body. Don't remind me. It still hurts. I told you that I will break every bone in your body, Itachi, because of what you have done. And I have made you pay it fully. You broke every bone, Naruto. I can even hardly move my face. And you'll be healed soon. Properly. My shinobi career is over. Which is good. You should remain at house. Because that is where you belong, Itachi, after what you have done. Jeez, talk about kids. They don't respect anyone these days. See you later, Itachi. As Naruto focused again, with narrowed eyes, as Naruto was finally able to tap into the Super Saiyan Jin 4 state. As Naruto then saw, when his eyes were closed, in front of him stood Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans, his other counterpart, with folded arms, as he had red furry skin, and some of his skin was like that of a human, with huge black hair and huge blue eyes, as he looked at him. So you were the one who was able to finally awaken the fourth state, huh? How is this possible? I know that I'm you and you are me. Bullshit, kid. You can never be me. I am Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans. And what am I? You're just a cheap imitation of me. Well, I am your reincarnation. No, like I said, a cheap imitation. But an imitation of me, and you are a good one at that. So why are you here? Just to insult me? No. I am here because I have something to tell you. And what is that? I am proud of you, kid. And here, as a purple source of energy was inside Vegeta's hand, as he appeared in front of Naruto and pushed it inside. This is a power that you need to defeat those who are coming. As Naruto in real life bursted out with power, as his hair was now turned purple and so were his eyes. What is this? Ultra. And Naruto had suddenly memories back. Memories of his past self. Ultra ego. As Naruto smirked. Good. Very good. And that is when the Otsuzukis felt such surge of power. What is that? That goddamn monster was able to awaken the true power. But that is not the power of a Saiyan. That is the power of a god of destruction, said Ishiki, as they all looked at him. What? Said Momoshiki, but I thought they were no longer in business or something like that. They were done with. They're not so anymore, from what it seems. What are we gonna do? We don't go there. If that Saiyan was able to achieve this much of power, it is only fruitless to go there. We are already on the bound's end of survival, being handful, and you want us to go down there and just to start a war only to lose? A god of destruction has the ability to destroy all of us, remember? And he has awoken those powers for some reason. And we do not wish to entangle with those powers. So what are we gonna do? Just leave him like that? Do we have a choice? We don't. We leave. And leave now. As the Otsuzukis decided to leave, and Naruto became the most powerful being in the whole universe at the time, being the alone Saiyan that he was. The prince of all Saiyans. No, the king of all Saiyans. The future one at least. As now we go to the earth to see that more years have passed and Naruto was now the most dangerous shinobi in the whole shinobi world and elemental nations. And he has moved out of Konoha as well because they were getting eyesore with the bothering of Naruto return to the family and stuff. So he moved away with the Uchihas and now was living in the Sun Valley, away from all of that stuff and mess, where Naruto has started his own business with the previous memories of his, which was to increase the technology of the village. And God knows how, but he was able to do that with the help of Satsuki and Sasuke, who still trained. And Naruto gave birth to Satsuki gave birth to two beautiful kids, and Naruto became the father of them. And their names were similar to his old children who died in the war that he started. Trunks and Bulla. Both of his children, one daughter, one son, as Naruto was happy with them. And as the time went by, the shinobi worlds, well, they were still worried about the family that was growing ever so stronger because the Sun Valley has turned into the Sun Village now, and they were much more advanced than anyone, and they all could use ki, and they were warriors and much more proficient in using so. And they were much more certainly advanced than the Snow Country as well, earning them a lot of profits and money. And now it was a dream of many of these civilians and merchants to just go there and trade with them, but they wouldn't trade with anyone because they didn't need anyone's help. And for those who were trying to invade, when Naruto showed up, they just fell back because they knew if the king was this strong, who could literally destroy them with a flinch or a sneeze, they would rather stay away. And Naruto just wanted that, a life of a peaceful king that he was meant to be. And as for Minato and Kushina, they sing that their own son, who have thrown them away because they were trying to get rid of him in the calmest way possible, have achieved this, regretted that, and their actions. And so did Man Man Mito, because they in the end too were thinking of the same things, but Hiruzen's word still rang ever so green inside their heads. Always expect the unexpected in the shinobi world, Minato. You may never know when the rock that you see will be a diamond in the future, and much more precious one for another one. And that is what has happened and transpired, and they will forever regret it. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!